Hello, friends! Do you love to travel and learn about new places and things? Great! Then you are in the right place. Join Jasmine the cat and Gracie the tortoise as they have fun exploring the USA, the world, and beyond.
Hello, friends! It's Jasmine, the jazzy gray cat, here with my bestie Gracie, the super smart tortoise. Say hi, Gracie.
Greetings, my good friends. Gracie here. Today, we're exploring the country of Portugal. Portugal is located on the Iberian Peninsula. On one side of Portugal is the country of Spain, and on the other side is the Atlantic Ocean. This nice long coastline gives Portugal beautiful beaches and is great for surfing.
Cowabunga, dude! That sounds fun.
I hope you brushed up on your Portuguese, Jasmine, since that's the language spoken here.
Gracie, not funny. You know I don't speak Portuguese. Do they speak English?
Yes, they do, Jazz, so don't worry. Now, can you tell me any interesting animals we'll see?
Well, since you asked, Gracie, two animals that come from Portugal are the Iberian or Granada hare and the Iberian lynx. The lynx is the most endangered cat species in the world. Portugal and Spain are working together to create safe places for them. Iberian lynxes are members of the cat family and, of course, are very pretty. They're not super big. The biggest ones are only up to 27 pounds. Their fur is gray like mine, but they also have yellowish or rusty-colored areas of fur and are spotted. On their faces is an adorable little mane called a ruff, and they have the most beautiful long black ear tufts and a short black-tipped tail.
Iberian lynxes sound beautiful, but I don't think we'll see any here in Lisbon, the capital and largest city. I'm going to be on the lookout for walls decorated with the typical Portuguese blue azulejo tiles. These blue and white tiles were made by the Moors who came here from North Africa. By the 1500s, they were so popular that artists put them on walls and buildings, and we can still admire them today.
Ooh, that does sound pretty. Where should we go first?
Our first stop is São George, or St. George's Castle up on that hilltop. This castle was first built by the Romans over 2,000 years ago. It was destroyed by earthquakes in the 1700s, but was rebuilt in the 1940s.
It's so much fun going up and down these twisty, narrow cobblestone streets to get there. There's no way cars can get through here. I guess that's because there were no cars long ago when the streets were built. Look! There is a mural made from those blue tiles on that wall. I wish I had tiles like that on our house. It looks just like a wall with vines and flowers.
That would be a nice touch. Now here we are at St. George Castle. We can see all over the city from up here. Look at those orange rooftops. Those roofs are made of clay tiles. Shall we promenade around the walls?
Promenade? That's a fancy word, Gracie. I like it.
I'm glad you do, Jasmine. It means to walk slowly and enjoy the view.
Let's do that. Look at all those peacocks that live up here. That one is spreading its tail. Gorgeous. Over there, I see knights in armor and an archery contest. I would like to shoot a bow and arrow. Wow, that guy made a bullseye. Next, how about a ride in one of those cute yellow trains?
You mean the funicular trains? Absolutely. Lisbon has many hills, and the funiculars make it easier to get up those hills. Why don't we get on this tram, the Elevator de Gloria, and admire the street art on the buildings? It's like it's an outside art gallery.
Jinkies! Even the train is decorated with fun graffiti. Wow! Look at all the paintings. Some of it is words, but over there I can see a flower. There's even art on that recycling bin. You know what? Anything can be a canvas for art.
Yes, it can. And look at that painting of that beautiful woman's face. Here at the top, we can even see St. George's Castle.
This was a super fun way to explore art. Now it's time for a snack.
What a great idea. Let's stop here at this bakery for some custard tarts.
Gracie, these tarts are so yummy. The crispy shell is filled with sweet and warm egg custard. Don't forget the cinnamon on top. A new favorite dessert for me. I'm going to take some home. You know, I've got my energy back, so let's ride the Santa Justa elevator. You know what? The fancy designs on it that are made out of iron remind me of the Eiffel Tower.
Excellent observation. This iron lift was built in 1902 by Raoul Mesny, a student of the creator of the Eiffel Tower, Gustave Eiffel. While the platform at the top has excellent views, it was originally built to help people get from the lower streets to the higher ones.
Up, up, up we go. We have gone up 148 feet. So much more fun than climbing up the hills.
I agree. Climbing is a great exercise, but it does get tiring. For our last stop, here we are at Geronimo's Monastery.
Gracie, you need to remind me, what's a monastery?
No problem. A monastery is a home for monks, men who devote their lives to worshiping and serving God. This large monastery took 100 years to build and was started by King Manuel in the 1500s. It was built to honor the sea explorers, like the great Vasco da Gama. Won't it be exciting to explore it?
I guess. It does look kind of like a fancy White Castle, but I don't know if I just want to look at another building.
Trust me, you'll like it. Because it honors sea travelers, we can have a scavenger hunt looking for objects that remind us of sea travel.
Oh, Gracie, this is fun. I see ropes carved around the columns and anchors on the walls. Oh, look over there. Sea monsters. Ooh, they look scary, but I know they were never real.
That's right, Jasmine. Sea monsters aren't real. But when the explorers traveled the seas, they were going to new places and didn't know what they would find. So when the sailors first saw strange creatures like narwhals, octopus, and giant squid, they got a little scared because they didn't know anything about them. So just like myths explain how the world worked, stories about these aquatic creatures tried to make sense of them. One story was about a monster called a kraken, which is really a giant squid. These new creatures scared them, and they thought they were monsters.
I understand. Exploring new places can be scary, but also lots of fun once you get there. You get to learn so many new things. Lisbon was very exciting, and I think sea monster jokes are a great way to end our trip. I'm going to stump you, Gracie. Here's my riddle. What does a sea monster eat?
Let's see. Sailing ships?
Oh, you are so close. They eat fish and ships.
I was close. Now here's mine. Have you heard the joke about the sea monster?
Yes, I have. It's cracking people up, just like that giant squid. My favorite place is St. George's Castle and seeing the peacocks. How about you?
My favorite place was Geronimo's Monastery and finding those objects that were carved into the stones. How about you, friends? What was your favorite place? Don't forget to tell someone you love.
That's right. And come back next time for Austria. Bye now. Say goodbye, Gracie.
Goodbye, my dear friends. See you next time.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining Jasmine and Gracie on their adventure today. Come back next week for the next one.
Hello everybody, it's Gwen here. If you want to know more about the places we visited, just go to our website, jasmineandgracie.podbean.com, and go to the sources page and you can find out all about the great places that we visited. See you next week. Bye-bye.